The reason I really love the Veterans Program is I grew up in Northern Ireland in the 70s and 80s. I came over here in 1986 when I was only 21, and I could not get over the freedom that we have in this country. I guess I don't take that for granted, so I know the sacrifices of the men and women that go overseas to ensure our freedom. So I feel so fortunate that I'm in a role where I can be of some service to those people that give so much. And the horses, I believe horses are put on this earth to help heal people.
I'm a United States Marine Corps veteran, deployed to Afghanistan, the Philippines, Thailand, and Japan. Afghanistan was the combat deployment. I got out and had some problems with some PTSD. Was really shut down for a long time. But I ended up with the Milwaukee VA coming out to Bravehearts. That was enough to do it. I came twice, loved it. Once I got done with being an inpatient in the Milwaukee VA, I left, came back out here on my own and started riding, and then I found out about the volunteer opportunities out here, working with kids, working with other veterans. About a year's time from when I started here, I went from being a student to becoming an instructor. And they say I'm the first wounded warrior veteran to do it.
I'm Director of Operations at Bravehearts. I also head up the Veterans Program. Last year we did the innovative thing of going and getting 4 wild Mustangs and having the veterans tame them and channel them.
One of the first things I learned was if you're nervous, the horse is going to be nervous. That was the thing that drew me, because I had to calm myself down to be around the horse so the horse was calm. They really opened the door for me to be able to do all this stuff. If not for that, I'd probably still be a recluse at home, just kind of in my own little world. This is getting me out of my little world and getting me back into the real world. Dr. Gunner and Marge Gunner, they're the founders. Dr. Gunner was a Korean War vet, and they just do this out of the kindness of their heart.
Hi, my name's Eva, and this is Velvet, and she is the new love in my life. I got introduced to Bravehearts with a veteran friend of mine. My first experience on the horse was enlightening. Bravehearts is close to me because they genuinely cared. I had a son who had a speech delay. Megan told me about their hippotherapy program, which is speech therapy on a horse. And in the 9 months he was doing the hippotherapy, I mean, he went to speaking 1 or 2 words to full sentences, and it truly warmed my heart. Unfortunately, I lost my son to a tragic health fire in 2013, and Megan and Marge, the founder and the CEO, they called me every day to make sure I was all right. They did things for me that my own family wouldn't do. They flew in family members from out of state so that they could be there for my son's memorial service. They introduced me to the Mustang Million program, and they said I could pick out any Mustang I want because I'm gonna be the one rehabilitating it. There were 3 parts to the Mustang Million. The first one was an obstacle course. We were off to a great start. I tripped and fell flat on my face. She actually stand there and she was looking at me, and I could feel her looking at me like, hey, come on, get up, we got a show to put on. And it was her that inspired me to get back up, and we finished off with the course, and it's been a great journey with her. I do want to say that if it wasn't for this organization, I don't know where I'd be right now. Bravehearts makes me, personally, a braver heart. When you get on top of a horse and you trot for the first time, it is so invigorating, so enlightening. It's better than anything I've ever tried.
His name is Wyatt. We use him here in the program all the time. He's a pretty cool horse. When I got him, he was so abused that you couldn't touch him, you couldn't put a hand on him. And now he's here giving service to the men and women that come here. They ride him, they can play with him, they work with him in the round pen. He's got a soft, kind eye now. He's a perfect example of all the horses here at Bravehearts of what we do. We, you know, work little by little each day to overcome some of the things that are challenging in our lives, and then have a sense of purpose. And that's what this horse has now. He gets to be here and work with the men and women that have served and fought so hard for this country, and have some difficult things to overcome. It's possible, and these horses are here to help facilitate it. So if you try a little bit, there's so much you can overcome. And that whole process with working with them gives the human the ability to trust again, to overcome some of the challenges that we're faced with. You know, they've done all these other things for us. They've carried us into battle, they've built roads, you know, they've served us in so many ways, built cities, you know, but I don't think that's their true purpose. I think here at Bravehearts is their true purpose. I think God created them to help heal human people.